I'm good, Bianca. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. You're welcome, Bianca. Got anything planned exciting this weekend? Drinking responsibly. It's just orange juice. Hey, Ahsoka. I thought you said bonjour in France. I was in Paris about a couple years ago. I loved it. I thought it was great. I'm ready to go back tomorrow. Food is amazing. Très bien. Bonjour. I don't think I've ever had better food in my life, Ahsoka, than in Paris. To be flat out honest. Kevin, how are you? Wonderful tonight? I'm gonna pass on that. Ashton, how are you? What kind of guitar you got? Chile. Salud, yes. You're welcome. My pleasure. That's cool, Ashton. I meant, like, what brand? Epiphone, Gibson, Gretsch, Fender. What is it? What do you got? Name and model. Kevin, just intro? Like the lead line? That's pretty much it. Hey, Kara. You play piano and electric guitar? That's cool. At Kara Casey, check that out. I love piano. I wish I could play piano. All I can play, sadly, is Mary Had a Little Lamb. I took piano lessons when I was very, very little, like 5 or 6 years old, and it lasted, I think, 1 or 2 lessons. And I said to my mom, I don't like this very much. So when I wanted to take guitar when I was 13, she was a little skeptical because she's going to be like, oh, this is going to be like the piano all over again. Yeah? Well, here we are 40 years later. Hardly not like the piano. Can I play Ashton Sweet Home Alabama? You're welcome, Kevin. Thank you. Evelina, how are you? Maham Bash. No, I can't play Nothing Else Matters. What's my favorite song to play on guitar, Kevin? How about we just narrow it down to the Slow Hand record, since you asked about Wonderful Tonight, and I'm gonna go with The Core. How's that? Hey, Carrion. Yes, Evelina, always good. Thank you. Hey, Flying Dutchman, I like it. I like where your head's at, Mysterio. Thank you, Carrion. I appreciate that. Yeah, Kevin Fast Hand, yes. Great tune. What song made me fall in love with the guitar? I think seeing actually The Kids Are Alright by The Who, the film, when I was 10 years old. I listened to The Who every day when I was 10. It used to drive my brothers bananas. It used to drive them up the fucking wall. Because every day was like, Won't Get Fooled Again. Like, Behind Blue Eyes. The Real Me, Long Live Rock, Magic Bus, I Could See for Miles, all that shit, every day. I don't know any Metallica. Thank you, Amos. God bless you, buddy. Yeah, Soka, I can sum up which bands or artists or songs define my path on music appreciation. I'll boil it down to a couple impactful moments in my life where I heard things and like the hair on the back of my neck stood up. One was the first time I heard Led Zeppelin 2's Whole Lotta Love blasting out of my brother's room. And the other was hearing, what was it? Purple Haze from a friend of mine, Jimi Hendrix, Purple Haze from the RU Experience that warped my brain. And, God, I'm trying to think. There was one other instance, seeing The Firm live, Jimmy Page and Paul Rodgers live in concert for my first rock guitar concert, I guess, or real rock concert. That I came home from that concert so wound up, I basically stayed up all night and played around with my guitar until it was time to go to school the next morning. I think I only slept for like an hour. So like really hearing and seeing Jimmy Page forged one way I wanted to sound and take my music as an original writer of music, but Eric Clapton is the other pivotal force in my life where I saw him in 1990 on the Journeyman tour, and that was the first time I had ever seen him, and his career, that record had totally revitalized his career. He had a more modern rock sound, and he was just killing it. And I remember vividly, he came out for the encore, and he had strapped on a Les Paul, and he was going ballistic from backstage. Like, you can hear him before he even came out for the encore, and he was just ripping away, like, just going nuts. I mean, just he was showing you why he earned the reputation of Clapton as God way back in 1967 in the Blues Breakers. I was really just dumbfounded, gobsmacked. So I was just like, here are the two guys that are forging my path, Jimmy Page and Eric Clapton. One, because of the creativity one possessed, and two, the other's commitment to the blues and the refinement of it, and wanting to have people gain more knowledge and be more respectful about the blues. Both guitar players, I don't know, they both put out a lot of feeling in their playing, and I find that to be very attractive. And nothing they ever play is the same. They can play the same thing night after night after night after night. They will never play it the same way twice. And that's very much a blues man. Sorry, my hands are shit today. Argue that Jimi Hendrix and Stevie Ray Vaughan are, better guitar players or more creative or whatever have you. But for me, those are the two dudes that helped me forge my path. Sorry for that long-winded explanation there. What year is my SG, Tommy? It's a 2017. It's modeled after a 1963 SG Jr. It's just got the old-timey Gibson logo headstock on there. And the P-90 that's in there is a Lollar Overwound P-90. Thank you, Bianca. Oh, that's cool. I had Tommy, I had an original 1958 Les Paul double cut Junior. Big neck on it. That's why I got rid of it. I got it back around, I want to say, I don't know, somewhere around 1996, something like that. 95, 96, somewhere in there. I didn't have it for very long. You're welcome, Masoka. I'll go back and rewatch it. I always go back and rewatch the streams. Alright guys, I'm gonna cut out. Hit that like button, I'd greatly appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button. I'll be back tomorrow for a couple more streams. And y'all have a good night. Thanks a lot. Alright, take care. Bye-bye.